teen sports listeners. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We welcome you all to join us
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. This is a whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes and all the people, hands now, and all those businesses that support the teen athletes. And I've got a list this week. All right. First off, look at the website. It's self-explanatory what's happening. We're blowing up, D. D, we're blowing it up! D, say something. D, where's the mic?
Okay, which D? Because now...
Doctor!
Okay.
Dr. D, you're blowing it up.
Doing very...
Yes.
What was the question?
I said we're blowing it up.
Yes, we are.
I'm so excited, I'm sweating. All right, first
you
of all,
and me both.
I got a big sweat when I turned off the car and I looked at my gas gauge.
Uh-oh.
Some people think E stands for enough. 1 mile to empty. So I need somebody after the show to follow me to a gas station. We'll start. That's a palpitation.
I'll follow you on my bike.
Really? Because that's a palpitation.
I got us.
1 mile to empty.
That's
I don't know
right.
what I was thinking all week. I just filled it up. I don't know. I don't think
yesterday.
Well, in that car, yeah, kind of, sort of, right? All right, so let's get back to all the thanks. We got tons of thanks. Okay, Becky Cracky, put your hands together. Her and her husband own Paradise Retreats Vacation Rentals, the largest vacation rental business in Santa Barbara, and they're donating a check for $299 to Santa Barbara Tides. Woo!
Right.
Yeah. All right, Jimmy Thaten, Masonry and Concrete, another $299. Woo! And I really love this because actually at the Vons, a lot of the Hagans now took over a lot of the Vonses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Turnpike, Hagans took over Vons, and Hagans is part of the Old Town Goleta Roundup. Put your hands together. Thank you, Hagans. That's a community within the community. What I like about it is, you know how you get that loose change and you walk out of the store?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know if you know. You know what they've been doing with that loose change? I mean, they put it in the drawer.
Okay.
Like, you can't come back and say, I forgot my 6 cents. Like, who's going to do that?
I was thinking they throw it in the couch.
Yeah, I know, right? Or underneath. So what they're doing now is taking all that loose change, anybody who wants to donate, of course, but all the loose change is going in there. After like 5 days, the darn thing's almost full.
Oh, wow.
Woo! Hagans, we love
Yeah.
Hagans! All right, and then we've got an amazing, and I didn't have to sign like a piece of paper or anything, but I promised I wouldn't say the gender or the person's name or anything about the person, but is a client of mine and, wanted to make a difference. And I'm really excited, wants to participate in the roundup. And they don't know it out there, but we have the Goleta Boys and Girls Club representing right now with Ashlyn. And she brought some kids from Goleta. And we're going to give them a check. They don't know it yet. We're going to give them a check for $10,000.
Oh,
Woo!
wow.
Yeah!
Wow.
$10,000, baby!
All right.
Not allowed to say the gender, not allowed to say the name, but hey, another $10,000. We need a $10,000 shake on that.
Oh, man.
So have it in this box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they'll go, you can't really see it because, this is radio. But, and I have the key in my pocket, so I'm just going to give it to her like this and see. No, she's going to try to open it. I think that's kind of funny. And then I'm going to just say, Dee, do you have the key? Everyone's going to have the key. I'm going to give you the key. Okay, I'm going to give somebody the key, and then she'll get. We'll make a big deal out of it. Okay, we'll be really hushy.
There you go.
All right, I am nothing without my co-host today. We're going to start with Dr. Mae Chandler. How you doing, Mae?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I know you brought a guest today who's in the quiet room. Who'd you bring?
Did. I brought Jeddy. He's one of the physical therapists at Physical Therapy, and I brought him because I've had a couple of patients recently that just love him. So I need to spread the word about him.
Definitely. What a nice thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, to your right, we got Joan Calder. Woo! How you doing, Joan?
I'm doing fine. Great. I'm doing great. Yeah. I just had a wonderful weekend up in Sonoma.
Nice.
And you know what I did? I switched houses with a friend of mine. We went to horticulture school together, so she came down here for the week.
And did you stay with her husband and she stayed with your husband?
No, it didn't work like that.
Show.
This is a teen sports show.
Teen sports? No, just asking. Cool.
Had a great time. We found some fabulous gardens at a winery.
Nice.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the winery.
Sure you
Free
can.
advertising. Linmar Estates had the best flower garden I have ever seen. It's
Really?
amazing.
Check it out.
Sebastopol.
Nice, beautiful.
Great time.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Love it. Excellent.
Thanks.
We love you, Joan.
Oh, I know.
Thank you for everything you
Thank you.
Last but never least, my partner in crime, Dominique Hackett. Put your hands.
Hello, Erica.
Tell us something amazing.
Oh, well, first of all, I'm so glad to see Joan because I have a secret wish. I know she's working on a new book. I'm hoping she does a book about bees. So I'm going to talk to her afterwards, see maybe she might do that.
book.
Yeah, I've just ordered my first mason bee house that I want to put into the garden.
Nice.
Because bees are so important. Yeah.
Aww.
But it's a beautiful morning.
It is a beautiful. It's Santa Barbara.
Proud of you, Dominique. A bee house. I'm making some. We'll have to talk.
Yes. Nice. All right. I'm just not shocked. I'm happy. I'm excited. Just like moseyed on in. We have Saul Alcaraz. All right. Put your hands. Santa Barbara art class. Saul, what are you doing?
I miss you guys. I haven't been here for a long time. I've been so busy, but I heard about somebody's birthday, and I kind of wanted to stop by and I brought something really cool. Come on.
Yeah, there he
Dr.
is.
D.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, it's heavy.
Nice.
Don't break it. You break it, you make it.
Again?
Oh, man. Saul, let's talk about it. Ooh.
Well,
A beautiful
I made that
gift.
special for you, okay, buddy? So it's good to see you all. I know I haven't been here. I've been so busy, but
Beautiful.
so maybe, hopefully, you'll find a spot for that. What do you think?
If you threw somebody, if you hit with somebody, it's a crime. It could be a weapon.
Yeah. That'll hurt.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
That's fabulous.
Look at
We
his
love
eye.
you.
It's amazing.
He looks like he's tearing.
It looks like the globe. How did you do that?
Yeah, it's a little bit. I make the globes, but this is a little bit different.
Nice.
If you look at them, they're more like sea anemones in there. So it's cool.
And I got to get in to work with you on our wash basin.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting.
I know. And I've been waiting for some time off. I think it's coming
I know
soon.
you've been busy, but
Yeah.
Hey, Saul, while
It's
you're
good to
here,
see you, man.
I want you to talk about what you're doing. I know you're working on a lot of things. So give your address, your phone number. A lot of people haven't had the experience, but I got to say straight up, for the 4 years that we've been on the air, anything that I've ever asked of you, anything that I've ever asked you to help me, raise money for our kids, it's just been, you've embraced it, you've loved it, and I don't know what to say. I mean, he's a huge media partner, with your business and Teen Sports Radio, and I really appreciate it. I mean, you're like the anchor business, so I really appreciate it. Lots of love to you.
hey, thank you. That's what we're here for. We love kids. I love kids, and anything for kids, I'm there. So lately, I haven't been here because I've been so busy. I just finished the Baccara. I don't know if you've been out there, but we just finished some of the fountains over there. One of the fountains, a big fountain. Because of the water problem that we have, we turned that into this amazing art. So I was busy there creating flowers and all kinds of fun stuff. Probably a couple hundred pieces, and
Nice.
it just came out on the LA Times a few days ago. So that was kind of exciting. Then also just been working on other things, and I've been getting involved with some of the kids at Casa de la Raza. I'll be speaking there tomorrow. Trying to work with kids from La Cuesta.
Nice.
So trying to, just encourage them so they can go to school and do better. So I'll be there tomorrow. And what other things I've been working on?
Art classes. Talk about the art classes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's another thing I've been teaching just about every single day. We've been busy teaching every day. People from all over the place, from all over the world, people that are traveling. So we are excited because I also got involved with Visit Santa Barbara, and that's been a great thing for us, or TripAdvisor too. So it's been awesome. There's a new story that came out. I don't know if you saw the video from Visit Santa Barbara.
No.
So they picked 3 businesses out of Santa Barbara, and I was one of the lucky ones. So they did a story on my life, and that was great, and that's really helping us a lot.
We've got two little ones here inside the studio here, and I think they'd like to have a little visit and check it out. Maybe they can make a fish.
Yes.
How's that? I want to get them your contact information. Would you mind? You got a card?
I think I do.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, look at this.
No, oh, finally! All right, we're going to give it to
that's
the
something.
dad. Oh, nice. We're going to take care of that. Something you got to experience. What I did, I took John on his 16th birthday. And you're generous enough to, we did the whole studio thing, had a little, private little party. And I always fool around, but I mean this, that if, God forbid, if the house burned down, you know what I mean? And he would, of course, want the animals and everything to be safe, please don't forget mommy. Okay, but if you forgot mommy, that's okay. No, but he would have dove in his room. I tell you, if one thing thing out of that, it was room he would have grabbed, okay, was what he made he treasures that thing. Of course. I mean, it was like the coolest thing because he really did it all by himself, and it just becomes something, and I thought he did a really good job but you're a great teacher. But now you got your kids involved in it as well, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love teaching, and now my youngest son, he's really involved. And my oldest too, he's doing the business part, but the youngest is doing the glass blowing. So come on over, kids, okay? You're going to be amazed with what you're going to make.
Nice. What's your address?
706 East Mason. You can check us out on sbrglass.com. Check our website.
Saul Alcaraz, put your hands together. Hey, it's time for us to take a short little break. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. And where else can you find us? Dominique!
You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook's one of my favorite. You get to see things all the time, what's happening and everything. And we got the internet at Teen Sports Radio. Ready? .com.
So bad, but it works. Hey, we could do whatever we want. Yeah, Dr. Mae Chandler, who did you bring in the house?
Well, I brought Jeddy. Jeddy is one of the physical therapists over at Physical Therapy, and again, I brought him because he is getting rave reviews by my patients. So then they come back, and then they love me because I sent them to him, which have cured them. Woo! So thanks, Jeddy.
Happy to hear that. Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me here.
So tell me, what do you think makes you guys at a little bit different than a lot of the other physical therapists in town? I know the answer, but I want to see what his answer is to that.
I'd like to hear your answer sometime.
Okay.
But my answer is that we spend an hour with every one of our patients, one-on-one with a physical therapist, and we find that makes a difference with a certain population of patients. Some people really need that extra attention, and we like to be hands-on with our patients, and we use a lot of manual therapy techniques. The additional time really lets us look at the whole body. Just as well as I do, is when there's something going on in the foot, it's oftentimes we got to look up the chain to see what's happening.
It's all connected.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like that song that the kids sing. You guys know that song?
The hip bone's connected to the knee bone. Maybe.
You guys remember that? No, they don't know that one.
We're too old. We're dating ourselves.
So I'm sure you see a lot of athletes, in the office. Mm-hmm. And, with the athletes, what would be like your main advice, or what do you help them to prevent injuries and to stay active? I mean, I remember as being a ballet dancer when I was young, and as much as you exercise and you train and all that stuff, it's hard to stay, injury free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a great question because, especially with athletes, especially young athletes, it's all about staying out on the field, getting out on the track, being on the bike. So the last thing you want to do is be hampered by an injury. So we usually tell the young boys and girls that training for your sport is really important. Not just doing, basic stretches, but really doing movements that are specific to the sport that you do. Mm-hmm. So for you were a ballerina. So you did ballet. You want to do movements and warm-ups that really replicate the moves that you do during your dances. So it's all training specific to what you do. I'm a big advocate for cross-training, and I think that that's really valuable too. But for, if you're a runner, there's no reason for you to be doing a ton of pull-ups every day. So you want to be really specific and have a really well-developed training plan, working with a physical therapist or a trainer or a coach who identifies what are the important movements you need to be doing.
Right. Well, because, I do a lot of yoga now, a lot more yoga than I do ballet, even though I do still do some ballet. And I wish that when I was younger, I was doing more yoga. For example, we do not do crunches in ballet class, but you do some crunches in yoga class, but your abs, like for turns and for balancing, it would have been nice if I would have had a little stronger core back in the day. So I see what you're saying, but it is good to kind of get some of that other stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a question for you. Yeah. So do you recommend that athletes stretch before or after?
It's a really good question.
Dominique.
You get a gold star. It really depends on the sport and the activity and the style of training you're doing for that day. There's a lot of articles out there that are debunking the old ways of training, stretching statically, where you kind of hold stretches for long periods of time. I'm an advocate for what I call dynamic stretching and dynamic warm-up, where you're doing movements that replicate the training that you're doing for that day. So if you're an athlete that has a wide range of movements, you want to be doing specific things based on the movements you're going to be doing that day, like walking lunges or skips, things to get your heart pumping, your circulation going, but also to warm up the muscles gradually. Because sometimes overstretching the muscles actually renders them more weak and ineffective. And we find that they've proven in articles and research that people can become more at risk for injury by stretching that way before they do their activity.
Wow.
Yeah.
And can either one of you help explain why is it that people always recommend walking? What is it about walking that's so marvelous?
2 for 2 on the questions, Dominique.
You go first, Jeddy.
Okay. Walking is just something that everybody does on a daily basis. So I think it doesn't take a lot to motivate someone to say, okay, well, go for a walk around the block. It's a lot harder to get somebody interested in exercise when you say, okay, well, you've got to get to the gym and you got to do, push-ups and get on the elliptical. And so I think walking is something that most people are capable of. Obviously not everybody. So it's easy to prescribe, but I would say that it's not always what individuals need.
And it's also easy to start with, I think.
Yeah.
You could over bombard somebody by saying, okay, well, listen, you should do this and you should do this. And if they're coming from a very sedentary life. And if you think about a lot of people out there, their jobs are seated, right? So just to even get them to walk. My husband works in a law firm around town. And it was funny because he was showing me around and I was meeting some of the attorneys and they have stand-up desks. Even that could help. Don't you think, Jeddy?
Yeah, I absolutely do. I often tell my patients that everything you do is a practice. So if you practice sitting down for 8 hours a day, you're going to be really good at doing that. And if you don't practice moving, then it's going to be really hard to begin doing it, or it could be really hard to begin doing it. So you have to do everything gradually. So I agree that walking is a great way to begin if you have a relatively sedentary lifestyle.
Right.
I'm a strong proponent of a standing desk. It's been really, really wonderful.
I'm trying to talk my husband into getting one, but since he's in a boot right now for a metatarsal stress fracture, maybe after that heals. Well, Jeddy, tell us where you guys are located.
We're located at 3443 Upper State Street, just between Las Positas and La Cumbre exits. Okay. We're inside of the little, plaza there by the Union Bank.
There you go.
So come on down and see us.
Well, thanks for coming
Put your hands together for Jeddy.
Thanks for having me again, guys.
Keep up the good work. Please don't be shy. Anytime you want to come back, you are more than welcome.
Thank you.
I think kids need to be aware of what's going on as far as the new, ways of keeping yourself healthy. I like the thing that you said about the cross training. So I'm a big believer of that as well. So anyway, this is Erica Salda. We're going to take a short little break. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. Woo, we're loaded. Now all the kids are trooped all in, but we're going to take a little side step from the kids for one little second. We're going to close off with all the kids, but Joan Calder's brought in a guest. I want to put your hand. We got to start clapping now. We raised the bar with this guy.
We got to clap now. This is Mike Klan. He's known as a dean of local sports, and he has been covering games and stories for News Channel 3 since the mid-1990s. He is a sports director for KCOY, KEYT, and Fox 11 News. So welcome, Mike.
Mike's in the house! Woo! Yeah!
Real treasure to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad you finally had a few minutes for me.
I know. I've been trying to get on for a while now, and now in the summer, the games have kind of slowed down a little bit. So.
Right. I've been wanting to ask you, how did you get into that? Did you do sports when you were 5 years old, or what's your story?
I see a lot of kids here, and I actually started in my basement. I would make up games. I grew up in Pennsylvania, and my favorite baseball team was the Phillies, and I pretend to be each player, and I would announce the game in my basement. That's how I started.
Awesome. Were you an only child?
No, I wasn't. I had an older sister who used to boss me around and still does today.
Oh, okay. Okay. And after you did that,
I love sports. If I could play them professionally, if I was good enough, I'd be a professional sports player, but I wasn't quite good enough, so I had to figure out how to stay involved in sports because that was my true love. And so when I went to college, I knew I wanted to be a sportscaster.
That's great. If you picked a sport, which one would it be?
It probably would have been baseball. My dad loved baseball. He'd go out after working all day long. He would hit me balls, and he would pitch me baseballs, and I love baseball. But I love pretty much every sport now.
That's great. I see here on 2013 you had some Golden Mike for Best Sports Awards. Tell me about that. What happened here?
Yeah, I was lucky to get awarded some. You submit some work of yours, and you're up against a lot of stations from San Diego, Las Vegas, all around Bakersfield, San Luis Obispo, and I was lucky enough to get a couple Golden Mikes over the years.
Great.
So do you think that a sportscaster is like born that way, that's just the drive that you have?
Well, I think so. I mean, I think anyone who wants to be a sportscaster has to love sports, because that's what you're doing all the time. And it is just, most days I don't even feel like I'm going to work, because I get to report on kids playing sports. Our big show is called Friday Football Focus. Every Fridays in the fall, we go to like 20 high school football games. We have a lot of crews, and we report on teens playing high school football. And then, of course, we do all the soccer, the volleyball. It's great.
That is so exciting. I mean, as a parent, being able to listen on the radio and hear something about one of my kids did on a team, that's just so exciting.
Yeah, I tell you what, this is a special area, too, because if you lived in Los Angeles, they are more pro sports centered, so you don't get a lot of high school and college coverage. But in this area, you have the news press writing about young kids in sports. You have Presidio Sports that writes about it, and we have the TV stations that also cover. And, it's not often that you see kids on TV, playing sports, but that's the beauty of this area.
Hey, Mike, you jumped into the TV. I mean, have you ever did color like on radio? Or?
Oh, yeah. When I was at UCSB, they have KCSB, and you got to do all kinds of sports. And when I was just a sophomore, the UCSB men's volleyball team made the national championship, and the game was played in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And as a sophomore, they flew me out there. I thought I was like king of the
nice.
world. Yeah, covering the Gauchos.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the Gauchos lost in 5 sets to USC, but it was what an experience for, I was 19 years old. It was awesome.
Nice. So what was your big break like to get in? Like,
the big break really was getting an internship at KEYT. UCSB is more kind of like theory. It's a little better now as far as hands-on, but back in the day, it was a lot of classroom stuff, so you really needed to be at KCSB or the newspaper there, Daily Nexus, or get an internship at a radio station or that. So I got an internship, and I just fell in love with it. Like, I went there every day in the summer, didn't get paid, just loved it.
Great.
So I think it would be hard, right? Because you are not just broadcasting on like baseball or hockey. You're broadcasting on all sports, right? And I'm not really the biggest sports person. Like we said earlier, I'm a ballerina. So I'm just now starting to learn sports from my husband. So how do you like figure out all the rules to all of the sports?
It is. Especially in Santa Barbara, there's a lot of different sports. Like, I never knew anything about water polo. And there's so many whistles and all that. And you just go. It's kind of like on-the-job training. You go enough, and you pick up each time. You don't have to be 100% expert all the time right when you start. And so it's kind of nice to kind of gradually get it. I mean, I knew most of the sports, but there's still a few that I'm just like, I'm still learning today, which is kind of exciting, actually.
Yeah. Which ones make you the most nervous to broadcast on?
It would probably be like sports I'm not that familiar. Hockey. We don't, just because, I grew up a little bit around hockey, but I never played it, so I don't know as many as the players. And then there's a lot of European players that play it, and tennis players. They have these hard names to pronounce, and so it's all these European names, and it's a challenge to get it right on the broadcast. But you practice a lot of times before you go on.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a question. So, like what we do, it's pretty much done in an hour, and there's no, if any, editing at all. And what you do you have? Is there a lot of spoofs, outtakes, and because you have multiple cameras, I'm sure, and you got somebody waving in the background or doing something goofy because it's high school sports or whatever. So I guess I have a two-part question. One, what's the funniest thing that didn't get to be on the TV, but that you saw? You're like, really? You know what I mean? It's like, everybody's not even looking at you. The cameras even following what was going on.
When I first started, I was out in the field just practicing doing these stand-ups, and which is just doing like a 10-second clip, and all these people gathered behind me, and they were laughing. I was so nervous, and my photographer was just laughing at me, and I was just like, what are you laughing at? I'm really trying. And then all these people had gathered at City College and just was making fun of me at the time. So that was like, just like, oh my gosh. But, our broadcasts are live, so there's just like this. There's no going back. It's live, and if you mess up, you just keep on going.
Right. Yeah,
so you have to, you're not going to always say the right thing all the time.
Dr. D scares the heck out of me because he just got to look at me.
Well, the Queen of Tea never messes up, so it's easy for you.
You got to own it. You got to own it.
That's right.
I'm a big mess up. Because this way, then nobody has any expectations of me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's it. That's how it works.
I love your energy. I'm going to...
try. We got to work together maybe one day.
That's right.
I worked with your buddy over at the, because of Mae Chandler over at the Arthritis Walk.
Oh, CJ Ward?
Yeah, he's a stud.
He's
Tell
a
CJ.
pro.
I love CJ.
He's the best.
Oh, yeah, because it's funny because the first time I get up there, I never even looked at my notes because notes, that ain't going to work with me. I don't do notes, as you can see. Where's the notes? And then as soon as, I guess it was, whoever went up in front of me, turn the pages. I don't even know where I am on this list. I just started talking. I started just starting, okay, everybody stretch.
Yeah.
What am I going to say? Jumping jacks. Let's go.
You just go with it. No worries for you.
Every kid, I just want to hang out with him because everybody was tackling him. You know what I mean? God, he's the nicest, most humblest guy. I mean, not like I didn't think he wouldn't be, but what a nice guy.
And that is a cause that is near
God, he's so nice.
Too.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yes. Did I say how nice he was?
I think
that's pretty nice.
He's a pretty good guy.
He's the greatest guy. Put your hands together for CJ Watt.
I've got some stories, though.
We'll take a break. We'll listen to some of those stories. Hey, we appreciate you being here today.
Hey, I love what you guys do for teens.
Really appreciate it. Stick around. All right, this is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday
at 9 a.m. right after the news. Well, we've got some very patient cutie patooties in the house. Woo! I love cutie patooties. Yeah.
Yeah, we have Mara Swanson here. She's how old?
10 years old.
And what kind of sports do you do?
Tap dancing, and I used to do swimming, ballet, and soccer.
Okay.
Woo!
I bet we have some
girl.
questions from this lady right here about ballet, because she used to do ballet many, many years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but no tapping. Actually, I got cut from the Rockettes after the tap part, so you could have taught me some things.
Yeah. Okay, and I also have Tatum Flynn. And what kind of sports do you play?
I play Santa Barbara Soccer Club. I used to play basketball and ballet.
Nice.
Okay. And what school?
Another ballet. Do I hear two ballets?
ballerinas.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Yeah, and you both go to the same school, right? Peabody?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have a question? Okay. So what's the most fun you have in ballet? What do you do?
Well, when I used to do ballet, I used to like how the movement is, and so yeah.
Okay. Do you hum along with tap when you're tapping? No. Eric, I got to tell you, Mara lives right next door to me, and I brought her dad here too, Brian. And I said, I've got to go over, and I hear tapping across, the window, and I said, what are these kids up to? So I thought I better bring them over here since they're obviously into a sport.
Nice. Tapping is so much fun. Which was your favorite? Do you like tapping or ballet best?
I like tap dancing.
Nice. And who's your favorite tap dancer that you like to watch on TV?
I don't really have a favorite. Yeah.
You're going to have to take a look at some of the old movies. There's some tap dances that are some of the best and most famous dances in the world were tap dancers.
You can YouTube it. And they have this thing called Netflix. Do you have that?
Yep.
I love my Netflix.
Do you think that the ballet helped you with your tapping?
Yes, it used to help me with my tapping, and so yes.
That's good.
Tatum, you said you are into the Santa Barbara Soccer Club. Have you been watching the USA women's soccer team?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player? Is it Alex Morgan? Is it Abby Wambach? Or do you have any other favorites?
No, I don't.
No favorites?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. What position do you play in soccer?
I normally play center mid. But, like, if we have any injuries or something, I will play left back or goalie.
All right. Being versatile. Very key.
So what do you girls like best? Do you like playing sports or reading, or do you have another hobby? What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is math.
Nice.
I was on the math Super Bowl this year.
Whoa.
Let's give her a clap.
Woo! Super Bowl math. Nice.
And what's your favorite thing to do?
I like to just get out and about and, play soccer with my friends.
Nice.
Was there somebody you wanted to say hello in the audience that might be listening? You want to just give a shout out to them?
Any of your teammates or fellow ballerinas or coaches or maybe your dad, huh?
Yeah,
say to your mom and dad. Your mom would love to hear her name. Grandparents.
Yeah, my dad was really supported when I still do, but he really supports me when I play.
Nice. Yeah. Does he kick the ball with you after work?
Yeah.
Does he kick it really hard?
Yes.
Good. Well, just checking. You got to toughen up a little bit, right? Like he doesn't let you in, right? No. Good. That's a good dad. I remember the first time I ever beat my dad. It wasn't like 16, 17, 18. It was just brutal before that. So it's okay. You got some time. Don't worry. You got another 6, 7 more years. But then you'll be able to just forget it. You'll just own it. You know what I mean? Yeah? You're very blessed to have a dad that spends so much time with you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You're very, very lucky. All right, cool. What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is tap dancing.
Nice.
Yep.
Tap dancing is fun. So you have special shoes for tap dancing, right?
Yes.
And what makes the noise? What's on the bottom? Is it steel or something? Bark? I don't know. What do you got on the bottom?
There's metal on the bottom that when it clinks on the floor, it makes a sound, and you have to.
Does your mom like that when she's cooking in the kitchen?
Not
No. That would be awesome.
Do you ever watch that show, So You Think You Can Dance?
Yeah, I did one time.
It's pretty great, right? You can see tap dancers and ballroom dancers, even occasionally the ballet dancer. It's a good one. You can learn a lot from that, don't you think?
Yeah.
So do you have a single clapper or a double clapper shoes?
Whatever question is that? Okay, whatever. Do you have a single clapper or a double clapper?
I have a double clapper.
Double clapper! Oh, I don't know what that means, but let's put your hands together for a double clapper. All right.
Where have you performed at, Mara?
I usually perform at San Marcos High School.
Nice.
That's every time I did one, that's where we performed.
Oh, big crowds?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Mara's dad was a sports person in college, was it? You were out in the snow?
All right, Mara's dad's got to get on the fly here. Woo, Mara's dad! Woo, put your hands together.
Yeah, I did. I was obsessed with sports growing up, so I did lots of different sports. But cross country skiing was what I did mainly
Not in
high
Santa
school.
Barbara.
And no, I had to switch to tennis coming to Santa Barbara.
Nice.
That was a few words. His name is Brian Swanson, and you said Minnesota. You told me you grew up in. That makes more sense.
So
in
how'd
Minnesota.
you end up in California, Santa Barbara?
I came during college. I skied in the Nationals in Lake Tahoe. Went to San Francisco afterwards to visit some friends, and just fell in love with California. So moved out here after college.
Super nice. Thank you so much for being here today. Yep. Fantastic. Put our hands together. All right, ladies. Keep your grades up. Work really hard. In a couple years, come back and tell us what you're doing. All right. All right. This is Erica Salda. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m., right after the news. I am jacked. We've got Ashlyn in the house. Woo! The leader Boys and Girls Club. She is in charge. She is. I don't know what to say. I mean, I haven't known her for that many months. You have 6 months now?
No, I'm up to 9.
9 months! Oh my God! I've been integrated though for 6. Dominique Dominique and I can't wait till we go there on a Friday. We're like, we just do the wow.
Oh, thank you.
You know, Dominique didn't tell you, but we're working on, we got that kitchen that we want to fix. Okay. Dominique consults for Cameron and Company, where we got that action going. We've got, just gave you a card for Saul Alcaraz.
Yes,
for,
very excited.
if you can get over there, for some free glass blowing.
Love to do that.
Working on that. And also talk to Westmont, because they've got that observatory, okay, the third Friday every single month. They have a nonprofit they're working with. They're trying to get some telescopes out to Goleta.
So wonderful.
Do you think I like Goleta?
Yeah.
The funniest story I got to say is, real quick, Goleta Sushi, Van, you know how much I love you. She is so into it because she came in second, okay? She didn't win 2 months ago, and she didn't win last month. So she's determined now because she doesn't want to come in second. So we've been going there like, what, Dee? Once a week, pretty much, after the show that night, right? And I usually pay cash when I go to Goleta Sushi. And the funny thing is lately I haven't been getting back any change. Okay?
Change is going in the box.
No, I swear to God. Like, it was just like, yeah, but I had to figure out like $8. I mean, which is fine. Because I love Goleta, okay? Because, no, this goes in the box. I'm like, I can't even. So now I'm bringing 5s and 1s and 10s. I'm like, this is not going to be like, on a $42 bill, like I throw out 3 20s. I'm like, money's gone. You know what I mean? So it's okay, but I think she's going to win now. I just need you to know.
Okay, all right, I like it.
But anyway, I have a present here for you.
You do?
We're all excited because that's why I made you wait out there because I didn't want you to know. But we got a box here from the Old Town Goleta Roundup that, thank you so much for letting us, join and participate in all this.
But be sure to tell her you lost the key.
Yeah, I know. Well, I gave it to Dominique, right? Dominique, do you have it? I don't know. Dr. Chandler, you got it?
No pockets.
No pockets. I mean, somebody's got it.
So, you got it?
Now tell her what's in it.
Huh? All right. Wait a second. Oh, it fell out of the sky. Okay, well, we got this cool little box. All right. We'll take a little picture here, right there. All right, this is one of my clients. When you look at the check, you are not allowed to say the name, the gender, anything. Okay. That was part of the deal. Okay. So anyway, she's a client of mine. She wanted to, do something. She loves the whole campaign. She listens to the show. We had gone out there, Dominique and myself. She wanted to look at the kitchen. We took her out there. Timothy did a great job. He's good job picking him. Good job.
He's a keeper.
He's a total keeper. Loves you, loves everything. So here's your key.
I
got to open it up. You can keep the box too. Somebody that you get the box is yours too. We can lift this up here. All right, here we go. No, you're not allowed to say the name or anything.
Name.
Just say you could yell out the amount.
Kid, we just got $10,000. Get out of here! Oh my gosh!
That's what we like.
Oh my gosh!
I know.
I got the chills.
I got the chills. What's your chills? I'm gonna cry.
Oh no!
When I saw it, it was so funny because when she put it in the box, you wouldn't believe the things that I was trying to do, shaking it because of course I didn't have the key, and I'm trying to I hope she was going to do like the double fold. You know what I mean? Because how am I going to look at there? But
this is
yours. It's yours. I'm sure you're going to send her a nice thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
you got me. Thank you.
All right, so this is a nice, and I know that you've got a capital campaign going. So Timothy said that might be doubled. I don't know. Talk about it.
Yeah, so we've got we're kicking off our big campaign and matching up to I believe it's $350,000 matching. So we're kicking it up. We've got our media. We're just going to town. So we're looking.
Sweet.
This is unbelievable. This ensures that no kid will be left to not come to the Boys and Girls Club.
Nice! That's what we want to do. I'm so excited.
We do not turn away any child. Nice. We provide, right now, we've got a full summer program going from 7:30 to 6 p.m., and I've got my 3 kiddos here. And we're providing breakfast, lunch, a healthy snack, and regardless of financial circumstances, any child within our county is welcome to come.
So what do we need? Timothy said that we could help with, if somebody is listening to this and maybe wants to help with, maybe I'm just throwing it out.
Sure.
Transportation.
Absolutely.
Do we need help?
We do. Right now, we're doing our CEO, Michael Baker, his big push has been this outreach. It's getting to those kids that, wouldn't normally be able to walk through the Boys and Girls Club. And so we've got vans, and we're picking up kids right across the way as a low-income housing unit. We're picking up kids every day.
Nice.
We're going even further into Goleta, right at La Patera Elementary School. Those kids, they can't get to the club.
Nice.
We're bringing them. So transportation, we're always in need of vans.
Nice.
We've got 2 vans that we're taking bringing the kids, and our kids will tell you we've gone to the museum, to the zoo, to our beaches. So it's getting those kids exposed to something they wouldn't normally be exposed to, and this is going to help.
Nice! Woo!
Unbelievable!
All right, let's get the ladies aboard. Grab the mic. Say introduce yourself. Say your name.
Hi, my name is Deanna.
Hey, Deanna. How old are you?
8.
8 years old. Okay, so how do you like? How long have you been with the club in Goleta?
Like
2 months, 2 years. Just started.
You've been going for what, a couple of years now, huh?
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Since you're like 6. All right. So have you noticed a change at the club? I mean, are you having a lot of fun? It's all about having fun. You having fun?
I'm having a bunch of fun.
Yeah, having a bunch of fun. You're a poster child. You're beautiful.
Right? Look at that smile.
Fantastic. What sports are you playing out there?
Soccer.
Whoa, soccer. Okay.
And now I'm doing basketball.
Ooh, soccer and basketball.
That's right. Starting our basketball league.
Are you getting help during the year when you're there? Do you get help with your homework?
Yes.
Nice. That helps a lot, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that you've got computers and everything out there. Do you have people that are volunteering, teachers, to help you get all that homework done? So when you get home, your mom, you can spend quality time with your parents, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. How about the snacks? Are they good?
Yes.
Are they? What's your favorite snack over there?
It's kind of like applesauce, but it's different. It's very good.
She's awesome.
Right?
Dr. Chandler, what do you got to say?
That I like applesauce too. Does it have cinnamon in it? It has cinnamon. That's the ingredient. That's what I was thinking the ingredient was.
Right.
Yes.
Who do you got to your left? What's your name?
My name is Mia.
Hey, Mia, how you doing?
Mia.
All right, what do you like about the club, Mia?
It's fun.
Yeah? You playing sports over there now? Yeah? What are you playing?
I used to play soccer. Now I'm gonna play basketball.
Nice. That's fun.
Do you guys take ballet classes over there?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's what I like to hear.
Nice. So, are you part of the summer program? So you get to stay there, like when you don't have school, you get to be there?
Yeah.
Nice. Fantastic. All right. How lucky are you that we have a new director here that just loves you guys? You guys getting along? Tell me right now, because I can make changes. I'm just kidding. I know. I think she's the most. I swear to God, I think she came down from heaven.
No.
Okay. No. I mean, I can't believe it. I think that you guys, the spirit is so different. You know, I mean, every time I go there, you're blowing up something. I mean, I'm just like, holy cow! I'm in a good way. You know
right. Let's clarify that.
Yeah. I mean, the gym and it just the happiness, and there's kids like all over the place. I mean, I think you've like tripled. At least.
This is the first time we're running a full day summer program, and our numbers are up. So it's unbelievable. But it's a huge. You have supported the club so much, and I just thank you. I'm
part of. You're toxic in a really healthy way. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like it's a contagious thing. Like there's no way I can't follow. Like Michael Baker. Okay, honestly, look at the top. Right.
I
mean, he's not taking no. He's a man with a plan. He's a leader. He's a lifer. I love the whole thing. We've got one more. I'm getting 15 people pointing at me and they're going to hit me. Okay, I'm sorry. What? Tell me your last name. First and last name.
My name is Julissa Salvador.
Whoa! That's why I saved you for last. So, Woody, tell me what you like about the club.
I like playing soccer.
Nice. Do you have good coaches out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. You have got good basketball coaches out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to coach a little basketball. Yeah? In case you guys, need a coach or something. Just saying. I've got time. I'm just saying. La, da, da, da. I haven't been asked yet. I'm just kidding.
Have any of you ladies played in the garden out there?
Yes.
Okay, I got to tell you something funny about the garden, okay? I have no less than 20 milk cartons, okay, empty, okay, that's been salvaged by somebody that we all name, like Dominique, okay? And she's putting cucumbers. She made her own dirt, and she's putting cucumber plants in each one of that, and I'm just going to break it out right now. She's gifting all these cucumber plants this Friday. Okay?
No way.
And she thinks she's going to put them in my car, but she's not. I'm not putting all these cucumber unless they're contained in a box, because I know the way you make dirt, I don't know what else is going to go
Soil
with it.
everywhere.
Yeah, soil everywhere. Exactly.
A few worms.
Yeah, a few
worms, right?
All
right, so I want you ladies to get all together. I want to take a little shot of you because we got like 20 seconds left. And I'm going to put this on Facebook, okay? I want a big, all three together, and I want you to yell as loud as you can. Okay, I'm going to get really quick. Teen Sports Radio rocks, okay? As loud as you can. Hold on. I got to go. Dr. D is saying, Erica, we're running out of time. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Teen Sports Radio rocks!
That's awesome! All right, we got to go. This is Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We love Santa Barbara. We'll see you next week. Please tune in and join us next Tuesday at KZSB AM 1290 at 9:06 a.m. when we will go behind the scenes with the local students, athletes, coaches, parents, volunteers, and all other teen sports supporters. This is all brought to you by ePro Insurance Agency, leader in gift planning and wealth preservation since 1983. So please follow along and support our student athletes by reading the Santa Barbara News Press, and then join me, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen, Dr. Dugan, my co-host, friends, teens, every week on the Santa Barbara News Press radio station.
Nothing's going on.